Welcome to the channel, guys. Today we're going to go in great detail and talk about the retro gaming revival, the classic games that still hold up today. Video games have come a long way since their inception, with modern gaming boasting stunning graphics, complex storylines, and immersive gameplay mechanics. But for many gamers, there is still something special about the classics. The games of yesteryear may not have had the same technical capability as today's game, but they more than made it up with their charm, simplicity, and timeless gameplay. In recent years, we've seen a revival of the retro gaming as more and more people seek out the games they grew up with or discover classic titles for the first time. In this video, we're taking a trip down memory lane and discussing some of the best retro games that still hold up today. Whether you're a longtime fan of these classics or just discovering them for the first time, we hope this video inspires you to dive into the world of retro gaming and experience the magic of these timeless titles. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. At number 1, we have Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Is an iconic video game developed and published by Nintendo. It was first released in 1985 for the Nintendo Entertainment System and quickly became a cultural phenomenon. The game follows the adventure of Mario, a plumber who must rescue Princess Toadstool from the evil Bowser and the King of Koopa Troopas. The gameplay is a classic example of a side-scrolling platformer. Mario must transfer through the series of levels, jumping over obstacles and enemies, and collecting power-ups and coins, and battling bosses at the end of each level. The controls are simple and intuitive, with players able to jump, run, and shoot fireballs with ease. One of the reasons why Super Mario Bros. Has stood the test of time in its difficulty. While the early levels are relatively easy, the later levels require precision and timing to overcome. This challenge, coupled with the game's colorful graphics and catchy music, keeps players coming back for more even today. Super Mario Bros. Has also spanned a whole franchise of games, spin-offs, and merchandise, from Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo to Super Mario Odyssey on Nintendo Switch. The Mario series has continued to innovate and captivate audience for more than 3 decades. Super Mario Bros. Is a classic video game that has left a mark on the industry. It paved the way for countless other platformers and remains a beloved favorite among gamers of all age. At number 2, we have The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda is a classic action-adventure game developed and published by Nintendo. It was first released in 1986 for the Nintendo Entertainment System and has since become one of the most iconic and beloved video game franchises of all time. In the game, players control a young hero named Link as he embarks on a quest to save the kingdom of Hyrule and rescue Princess Zelda from the clutches of the evil Ganon. The game features an open-world environment where players can explore a vast overworld, fight enemies, and solve puzzles in various dungeons. One of the most innovative features of The Legend of Zelda is its non-linear gameplay. Players are free to explore the game world at their own pace and tackle the dungeons in any order they choose. The game also features a variety of weapons and items that Link can acquire throughout his journey, such as a boomerang, booms, and the iconic Master Sword. The Legend of Zelda was also notable for its innovative use of music and sound effects. The game's iconic overworld theme and dungeon music remains one of the most recognizable tunes in the video game history. The Legend of Zelda has spawned several sequels and spin-offs and adaptations, including the critically acclaimed The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which was released for the Nintendo Switch in 2017. The Legend of Zelda is a timeless classic that has left a mark on the video game industry. Its innovating gameplay, memorable characters, and iconic music have made it a favorite among gamers for all 3 decades. At number 3, we have Street Fighter 2. Street Fighter 2 is a classic fighting game developed and published by Capcom. It was first released in arcades in 1991 and quickly became a worldwide phenomenon. The game has since been ported to numerous platforms and remains one of the most beloved and influential video games of all time. In Street Fighter 2, players select one of several characters, each with their unique fighting style and special moves. The battle against other players or computer-controlled opponents is available. The game's controls are simple yet precise, allowing players to execute various punches, kicks, and special moves with ease. One of the reasons Street Fighter 2 is so popular is its balanced gameplay. Each character has strengths and weaknesses. The player must learn to master their character's move while also learning to counter their opponent's move. The game also introduces the concept of combos, which are a series of attacks that can be struck together for increased damage. Street Fighter 2 also introduced many iconic characters that have become staple of the fighting game genre, such as Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li, and M. Bison. The game's graphic and sound effects were also top-notch for the time, and the game's soundtrack remains one of the most recognizable in the video game industry. Remember guys, Street Fighter 2 has spawned numerous sequels and spin-offs, including Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter 4, as well as various adaptations in other media such as comic, anime, and movies. Street Fighter 2 is a timeless classic that has left a mark in the industry. Its balanced gameplay, soundtrack has made it a favorite among fighting game fans for over 3 decades. Bringing us to number 4, Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is a classic platformer game developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega. It was first released in 1991 for the Sega Genesis and quickly became a fan favorite due to its fast-paced gameplay, unique setting, and memorable characters. In the game, players control Sonic, a blue hedgehog, as he runs through various levels to stop the evil Dr. Eggman from taking over the world. Sonic is known for his speed, and the game features many elements that emphasize speed and momentum, such as loop-the-loops and ramps that launch Sonic into the air. Sonic the Hedgehog also introduced many unique gameplay mechanics such as spin and dash, which allowed Sonic to gain speed quickly, and the ability to collect rings that acted as shields against enemy attacks. Sonic the Hedgehog has since spawned numerous sequels and spin-offs, including Sonic Adventure, Sonic Colors, and Sonic Generation. The franchise has also expanded into other media such as comics, TV shows, and movies. Its fast-paced gameplay, memorable characters, and iconic soundtrack has made it a favorite among gamers for over 3 decades. Bringing us to the last, number 5, and my personal favorite, Pac-Man. Pac-Man is a classic arcade game developed by Namco and first released in 1980. The game features a yellow character named Pac-Man who must navigate a maze and eat all of the pallets while avoiding 4 ghosts: Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde. One of the reasons Pac-Man was so popular was its simple yet addictive gameplay. The game controls are easy to learn, with players moving Pac-Man through the maze using a joystick. Pac-Man can also use power pellets to temporarily turn the ghosts blue and eat them for extra points. The game's graphics are also groundbreaking for the time, with colorful sprites and detailed animation that gave the game a unique personality. The game's music and sound effects were also memorable, with the iconic Waka Waka sound of Pac-Man eating pellets became one of the most recognizable sounds in the video game industry. Pac-Man was also notable for its appeal to both male and female players. The game's bright colors, cute character design appealed to female players, while the game's competitive nature and high score tables attracted male players. Since its release, guys, Pac-Man has been ported to numerous platforms, including home consoles, mobile devices, and computers. The game has also spawned numerous sequels and spin-offs, including Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man Championship Edition, and Pac-Man 256. Its simple yet addictive gameplay, memorable character has made it a favorite among players for over 4 decades. So there you have it, guys, our top picks for classic video games that still hold up today. Whether you're a longtime fan of retro gaming or just discovering these games for the first time, we hope this list has inspired you to dust off your old console or emulator and experience the magic of these timeless classics. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, guys, do subscribe to the channel and do not forget to press the bell icon. Stay tuned for our next video. Until then, take care.